Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigations. My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial, esoteric guide, Gaia Beacon, father of the Orisha, and Egyptian shamanic bloodline. Before we get into the current energy investigators, the current cases that you're working on, again, as a reminder for those who are new subscribers, this channel was created for those who are hired, those who take oaths to protect and serve. Most of them fulfill their duties in some way, but there are those who do not, okay? We've heard of rogue police officers and investigators and things like that fall off the wagon. But before we get started, as always, or as typically, there's information to put out. So one of the things that I want to mention is Marissa Grimes. Again, investigators, I remind you, if you are new to this channel, okay, any names, dates, places I mention, okay, could resonate for your journey. So either grab a notebook or grab your cases, grab your manila folders, and that's confirmation. Click and take a look at your cases and see what resonates for you that comes out in this particular reading. Marissa Grimes is a 26-year-old, or was a 26-year-old mother at the time of her murder. This happened in Tarrant County, Texas. Okay? Same thing with you, collective. Any names, dates, places, the name together, John Smith. So there's John Smith, or John is separate from Smith. Okay? However it goes. But the perpetrator, okay, his name is Valerian Will Smith. And Will Smith has been coming out a lot, hasn't it? Valerian Will Smith. Valerian Will Smith. Okay? So she was in the process of getting ready to leave town. In fact, she had already had a U-Haul truck. Okay? She has 2 children, or birthed 2 children this lifetime. And this individual got on a $5,000 bail before he murdered her. Listen to me, investigators, lawmakers. Listen to me. He had an ankle monitoring bracelet on. He was already arraigned. He got that monitor, that bracelet, and all of that because of an assault against Marissa Grimes. Okay? So let me ask the Tarrant County, let me call it that. Let me ask the Tarrant County sheriffs, okay? I'll be honest with you. I'm probably going to cuss you out in this video, okay? Police officers, I'm probably going to cuss you out in this video. Let me ask you a question, Judge, that let that dumbass out. Let me ask you a question. Do you think your hands are clean after you let that demon out on a $5,000 bail, and now there are 2 children, 2 seeds here on this earth who does not have their spiritual birthing vessel here with them anymore in the natural? Let me ask you a question, dumbass. Judge, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? So he gets released. Again, what is it called? A restraining order. That don't do a goddamn thing. A restraining order don't do shit. Again, you can put a restraining order on me and an ankle monitoring bracelet, and I can still show up at somebody's house and blow their fucking face off. Let me ask you a question, investigators, judges. Let me ask you a question. Do you think your hands are clean? When you were the one who could have prevented that? Do you think so? You have karmic debt to pay because of Marissa Grimes' death. Tarrant County, Texas judge. You now have Marissa Grimes' karma on your hands. And her ancestors, this lifetime or another, will see to it that justice is served. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. So let me show you this. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Get your ass out of office. Resign. Impeach that motherfucker. Residents of Tarrant County, impeach that motherfucker. Whoever the judge is, get their ass out. Don't vote their ass back in. Whoever the circuit judge, whatever. Don't allow that motherfucker to come back up in there and release karmic ass motherfuckers, because next time, residents of Tarrant County, it will be your son, daughter, mother, or father, your grandmother. Don't let that motherfucker release. Don't re-elect their ass. I don't know when they come up for re-election. Don't let that motherfucker, him or she, don't let them back in to that seat to release motherfuckers to take away these beings from their family on this earth and from their journey here and what they are meant to accomplish. I'm telling you, somebody needs to be responsible for releasing this demon back out into the wild to take a life. Somebody needs to be responsible. This motherfucker sat there for 10 days, 2 weeks or whatever, with her body wrapped up underneath the fucking house. Look. Where is the accountability? Where's the accountability? President Trump, where is the accountability? CIA director, FBI director, where is the accountability in these situations? For the one who released them back into the wild, where is the accountability? America, where is the accountability? There isn't any. And your tax dollars, once again, this motherfucker got death. Look, this motherfucker got death. I guarantee you, he will be on death row for as long as Marissa was on this earth in the 3D. I guarantee you, because motherfuckers are lazy. I guarantee you, that demon will sit in prison. You residents in Tarrant County and in Texas, you will end up paying for this motherfucker to breathe the same air you breathe for the next 30 fucking years while he sits in Texas. Maybe not in Texas, because Texas swings the sword pretty well, faster than most states in the U.S. I'll say that. Okay? I shared this morning. Again, I'm in Malaysia, okay, and it's 2:09 in the afternoon in Malaysia, so it's 2:09 or whatever on the Central Time America or East Coast, I don't know, one of those, in the U.S. I shared this morning on Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. We went through, I'm sharing a canonical text, the Ancient Book of Jubilees. Okay? And we are at the point in chapters 32 and 33 where Reuben, Jacob's brother, or excuse me, Jacob's son, goes in to sleep with Dinah. Okay? And Dinah is Jacob's daughter. Okay? So he went in to sleep with his brother's daughter, or his father's daughter, excuse me, his sister, whatever. Okay? And in that, it was the first recorded case, okay, of incest. And Jacob put into law, okay, he put into law and told Moses to write this on tablets. He put into law that anyone who commits incest fornication sleeps with, in the scripture it calls it their father's skirt. You sleep with your father's skirt, says you are to die immediately. Within the month, it specifically says within that canonical text. Within the month. This motherfucker will live long past a month, I guarantee you. Why? Because even though the justice system knows for a fucking fact that he is the murderer, the motherfuckers will allow that bitch to appeal. Not everyone deserves an appeal, justice system. So you call yourself. It's a legal system. There's not a justice system. If it was a justice system, that motherfucker right there would have been hanging on the next day after he was sentenced. And in fact, in that canonical text, that is what was set up as the statute. Jacob said, on the next day, you are to be destroyed physically. Destroy the demon that took over the body. There are two seeds here now who do not have that loving, nurturing mother who was about to leave, had a U-Haul truck already. She was getting ready to leave. What did that ankle monitor do? What did that restraining order do? Not a motherfucking thing. That's what it did. Not a motherfucking thing. So again, judge, let me look up the judge's name. The judge in the Marissa Grimes murder case. His last name is Osteen, by the way. Joel, pay attention to the names, investigators. Joel, Victoria, Alexandra, Jonathan. Okay? Those are the 4 members of that religious ass family in Texas. Who is the judge that presided over the Marissa Grimes case? And he's a Russian orphan. Valery, whatever his name is, Valerian Osteen. He's a Russian orphan. It doesn't say who the judge is. Oh, it says something about an appellate court. Let me look at this. Also, he represented himself. Okay? He didn't speak. He called 2 witnesses, 2 character witnesses, and one other individual. Who that was, I don't know. Or I don't recall. Tarrant County District Attorney Marissa Grimes case. You see I'm on this. So, I will let that energy sit with you for a minute, investigators, judges, DAs, FBI. Let that sit with you for a minute. I need you to reconsider every fucking law you got in place that you call protecting the victim. Reconsider every motherfucking law you got in place that you call protecting the victim. How the fuck you protect somebody with an ankle monitor and the motherfucker free to walk around? Posting $5,000 bail for assault. Got the game twisted. Got the game twisted. Ain't no fucking justice system. It's a legal system. Okay? Remember that, collective. Remember that. Remember that, FBI, CIA, DEA. Remember that. You are the one to bring the justice. If you don't speak up, if you don't do the work, if you don't follow your intuition, if you don't elect individuals not based on a Republican or a Democrat, if you don't change the way that you are thinking to use your discernment, we'll continue to lose the individuals on this planet that really truly the planet was created for. Heaven and the earth angels, the light workers and the star seeds. That's who this place was originally created for before the karmic ass Anunnaki, Nephilim, and fallen watchers. Those are all Satan and his minions and Lilith and all of them before they came down here. Because they ass got evicted. The most dangerous time, collective, listen to me. The most dangerous time in a relationship is the moment you decide to leave. That is the most dangerous time. The most volatile time is the moment you decide to leave. That's why you just ghost the motherfucker. You just ghost the bitch. You just leave. You don't let them know. You just disappear. Go pick up the fucking kids and just go. That's what one of the women did to Kevin, the warlock in Saginaw, Michigan prison. That's what they did to him. She just went to the school one day, showed up and got her kids and jetted. She just left. That's what you do. You don't let them know where you're going. You don't let them know you're leaving. You don't give any sign. You wake up, make that motherfucker breakfast, coffee, do everything just as if it's normal. That motherfucker come home and find out that they got a house all to themselves. And again, Marissa may not even be completely innocent. Again, my personal belief is that there are indications that let people know when they should leave. She sent her father a text message, and he said that he knew that his name is Daryl. They knew that text message meant that she needs help. She said something about don't call police, but he knew that was actually a text saying that yes, she did need help. Okay? Create that type of communication with your children. Okay? Create that type of communication. You know, you talk about code words and all that sort. Create that type of communication with your children. So, moving on from that energy, thank you, Divine, for the justice that you have brought in earth, even though justice is yet to be served. A sentence is not justice. Victims, let me tell you something. A sentence is not justice. When the demon being is killed, destroyed, fried, injected, whatever the fuck the law is in the state that they are in, or wherever the crime was committed, then that's justice. Sentencing somebody to 30 years, that's not justice. Death, that's not 30 years. That motherfucker can get off. He paid $5,000 to get out the first time, the last time, whatever. That's not justice. Let me move on, because I will be on that for an hour. I will, because it's so fucking blaringly obvious where the fucking loopholes are in the system. Take the word justice off your fucking buildings, U.S., America. Take the word justice off your fucking courthouse. There is no justice system. That's a bunch of bullshit. Legal system. That's what it is. Call it what it is. Ideally, it would say karmic system until motherfuckers put individuals in office who are of high vibrational energy and those who are not afraid to tell the truth and fry a motherfucker when they do wrong. Immediately. Why are you waiting around? What's the deal? You're giving them more opportunities to live. How old is he? How old is Valerine Osteen? 24. Okay? If he didn't have a birthday between now and May 20, well, he has. So he's 26, 27 something now, probably. So what is he going to be, 30, 35, 39, when he finally, when Texas finally decides to kill that demon? Do you think, how many months, how many days, how many hours beyond Marissa's murder do you think he should live? Or beyond his judgment do you think he should live? What do you think, collective? Let me know in the comment section. How many days, months, or years should he live beyond his sentencing date, which has already happened? Let me ask you that question. Let me know in the comment section. Also, Stacy Lattimore, Let Me Be Your Angel lyrics. I woke up this morning with this song despite the Mamba Genghis Khan energy that you feel right now. Genghis Khan and Earth Angel. Motherfuckers want to know how I can step into the dark and decapitate motherfuckers and still just wake up just as bright and beautiful as the sun is shining. Masculine balance, feminine balance. Remember, we all have both masculine and feminine energies, and I remind the investigators of that. You, Sarah, have both masculine and feminine energy. You, Dwayne, have both masculine and feminine energy. So I woke up with this song this morning. It was released in 1980. And it goes like this. Look at me. I have fallen so in love with you. Please don't leave. Stay around. Let me tell you all the things I feel. Won't you please? And then it goes into the chorus. Let me be your angel. Let me be the one for you. Let me be your angel. Let me be the one you believe in. Second verse. You might think I'm too young to understand. Don't be fooled. Like a child, I look into your eyes and hope someday I'll make you mine. Okay, and then it goes into the chorus. Again, let me be your angel. Let me be the one for you. Let me be your angel. Let me be the one you believe in. Okay? All right. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. Start pulling some cards. Again, I've once again added more cards to the deck, more messages to the deck. Okay, so we'll see what comes out in this reading. Again, Will Smith has been coming out in the readings, and so has Texas a lot. Okay, Houston. Okay, that happened in Fort Worth. How far is Fort Worth from Houston? 4 hours, 263 miles. 263 miles. 4 hours. Okay? Again, thank you so much, collective. Let me check and see if we have any new subscribers. Not that I've got notification for, but I'm using the phone to record, so and the tablet doesn't show me this subscribers list. Okay. When I use angel numbers on this channel, okay, angel numbers here, investigators, are to coincide with birthdays and times. Okay. Times of events are extremely significant for investigators. So that's what these angel numbers represent for you. So again, pay attention to the clocks, whatever. The time you got up this morning, if you recall that, if you pay attention, if you're aware enough to pay attention to what time it is now when you click on this, whatever that happens to be. Okay, 27:17 on the video timer. I'm really checking to see if there's anything else that Most High wants me to share before I get going. Walking away, again, just ghost them. I'm telling you, just ghost them. Don't tell them where you're going. Don't tell them I gave everything that I owned away in Florida and I just left. Not a motherfucker knew where I was. I spent 20 years at the Rock of Central Florida with Stephen Lee Parker and his wife Kimberly Parker. I didn't tell them motherfuckers where I was going. I didn't tell Judy where I was going. I stopped by to give her the stuff that she left at my house. And me and Sadie, my Cane Corso, we got in the truck and we left. Okay? The devil landed on my arm. It is in reverse as I look at it. Okay? Again, typically these videos run about an hour and a half. Okay? Remember and understand there's no such thing as a coincidence. Investigators, no such things as a coincidence. Don't call it that, okay? These things are showing you for your good, okay? Whatever that is, me or anyone else, okay? Whatever shows up to help you with your case. It's not a coincidence. It's divine planning, okay? And the more you open up to it, the more you will receive those divine guidances and indicators and what have you. Okay? So, you have a choice. Tower in reverse, you have a choice. Okay? Go ahead and place these within the stack and then the tarot. And like I said, then we'll go ahead and we will start delving into what it is that Most High has here for us. Again, thank you so much, Eravat. Thank you for the fire in my belly that breathes justice. Okay? the strong advocacy genes that flow through these spiritual DNA veins, thank you so much. I will not relent. I will not relent. The last day I breathe here, and I won't die, I will ascend. Okay? And what do I mean? Like Enoch. There will not be a physical death and a burial and a body and all that. That won't be, no. There will not be me. Okay? And again, you could think I'm full of shit. I walk up to somebody and tell them I'm an extraterrestrial. They wouldn't believe me until I showed them the fucking picture. And then they still might not. My purpose and my goal here is not to convince you of anything. Okay? I speak the truth and I release the truth, and then it speaks for itself. Hierophant. It speaks for itself, Ascended Master. It speaks for itself. Okay? I don't need to justify my actions or the words that come out of my throat chakra. Investigators. Get off your lazy ass. That's why that you lack effort card keeps coming out on these readings. Stop eating fucking donuts and bagels and go do something. And listen, you might, oh, yeah, he's on YouTube, he's talking all this. The ones who have watched me on my journey because of MK Ultra, again, they know exactly who the fuck I am. Born on the 333rd day of the year. On top of that day being a master builder 33. They've watched me my whole life. When I left for the military, we were living in Apopka, Florida at that time. That could be significant for an investigation. We were living in Apopka, Florida at that time. Orange County, Florida. Kevin told me, the last thing he told me, he said, keep your nose clean because someone's always watching. Back then, at 20, I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, oh yeah, you know, I was already a good kid. I was already, you know, I already was. Now I understand. All right, and we will pull lifestyle cards as we go along. Divine, if there's anything that you need to remind me of from previous readings or things that you have spoken to me outside of these recordings, esoteric guides, please bring that back to my remembrance. Okay, something about beauty spells. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. I've gotten most of it off, but my nail, my hand, like a little yellowish. But yeah, you can see it there. Men, okay, on Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel, I talk a lot about personal care and all of that sort of thing. One of the things, this may not be for another year, but one of the things that I will be sharing on that channel is how I keep fit. I'm 50. I will be 51 in 2 more months. Okay? Again, 11/29. How I keep fit and that, and what do I do to take care of myself. Okay? So beauty spells. One of those things that I tried last night. I have never done this. Okay? But I was guided to try it. Okay? And again, man, take care of yourself. You got hair fucking growing out of all other orifices and shit. Shave your fucking, take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Okay? They can call you a metrosexual or whatever the hell they want to call you. Take care of yourself. It's your body. It's the only one you get this lifetime. Take care of it. Okay? So, I bought some turmeric actually to drink, which I do. I put it in my water. But then last night I was like, right? So, I added some water to the turmeric and put it on my face, right? Normally I use castor oil on my face, but I haven't been able to find any in Malaysia. But normally I use castor oil, okay? Again, take care of yourself, man. That fast food Chinese food cart, I bet it comes out again today. And if it doesn't, I will really be surprised, because it comes out every reading on this channel. Beauty spells, okay? We have the Ten of Swords. I was betrayed so many times in the past that I prefer to end things before they even start to avoid that type of pain again. So someone has unhealed childhood wounds, okay, from their mother, from their father. Their mother could have touched them. Their father could have touched them. Okay? Missouri, okay? Someone is misery, okay? Beauty spells, do your return to senders collective, okay? Okay, or investigators, again, investigators, you have private lives too. Do your return to senders, okay? Someone could be causing your hair to fall out, whatever. You to age prematurely, you know, early, you know what I mean? 40 looking 70, you know? Return to sender. Aches in your body, pay attention. Man, I've never had that before. Return to sender. That should be your first response. Not to go get some Benadryl. Someone could give their child Benadryl or something like that to make them go to sleep. Someone's a vegan or walking away. Okay, I had it in reverse. So there could be someone who was supposed to walk away. Marissa Grimes was supposed to walk away in silence. Her ancestors were guiding her. Don't say anything. Don't post. Don't whatever. And again, accountability. Okay? But someone has walked away, left, or need to. Collective investigators. The name Michael and Jackson, he's in the video of that song with Stacy Lattimore. Okay, so we're going to look up Michael's information. Michael is in that video with Stacy. A picture of him and Stacy Lattimore in that 1980 video. Go take a look. So his name is out here. We're definitely going to look it up. Obviously, that's not the only Michael Jackson, but that's the most well-known Michael Jackson in the world today. I don't know if it's going to rain today. It is ultra hot outside this morning. Michael Jackson. That is a star seed. Okay? When they were here as Michael Jackson, despite whatever, despite changing their skin tone and all, whatever personal things that you are who you are. Okay? Yeah. Okay? 8 August 29, 58, Gary, Indiana, investigators. Gary, that name came out yesterday's reading. So Gary, don't let Gary's ass be the... Is it Gary Williams, the child killer in Atlanta? Is that Gary Williams? Let me look and see. Child killer serving life, Atlanta, Georgia. Wayne Williams. I knew it was a Williams. Wayne. What is convicted killer Wayne Williams' full name? Wayne Bertram Williams, born 5/27/58. That motherfucker's still alive. How long has Wayne Williams been on death row? Is convicted killer Wayne Williams on death row? Again, bear with me. This is my job on this channel, so this is what I'm going to do. Again, if you need to go, come back, whatever you need to do. How long has Wayne Williams been incarcerated in Georgia? Let's take a look at this. 30 deaths. Brown kids. 2 consecutive life sentences. Let me ask you a question, Georgia legislature, Georgia whatever judicial system. Let me ask you a question. Residents of Georgia, the state in the US, your tax dollars these murders were created in the 80s. Your tax dollars are going towards keeping that motherfucker alive. These crimes happened in 1980 something. Let's get back to Michael Jackson. 8/29/58, June 25th, 2009. Okay? Born again, Gary, Indiana. Past Los Angeles, LA, California. I saw LA when I was going through the cards, cleansing the energy of the cards. Could be something about cardiac arrest or pulmonary something that someone's going through. Michael Joe Jackson. Okay. Spouse, Lisa Marie Presley and Debbie Rowe. 3 children, including one whose name is Paris. The others are not mentioned here. So Paris, France, or Paris Hilton. Okay? HP. Mother is Catherine. Okay? And most are familiar, at least in some way, with his siblings and all of that sort of thing. Okay? So, the king of pop. Okay? Michael Jackson. Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Jackson, Mississippi. Investigators, as it resonates. Okay? We have corrupt doctor energy here. Okay? This could be a doctor today or a doctor when you was birthed, collective. Okay? All right. Yep. Oh, and see, we have hidden musical gifts. That comes out here regularly too. Talking about Michael. His weren't hidden. Probably ever. You know, from birth, he probably came out singing something. Right? 1818, again, we had this the other, willpower. Okay? Religious demons. These are the motherfuckers who are in charge in Tarrant County in Fort Worth that let that demon out for $5,000. They are religious ass demons. Do you believe in God? Okay, yeah, you do? Oh, okay. Do you believe God told Valerine Smith or Valerine Osteen to Oh, no, I don't believe that. Oh. So why are you keeping the demon alive? And the innocent is no longer here to care for her children and her legacy. Well, I don't see it like that. Open up your fucking third eye, motherfucker, so you can see the truth. You need a stronger message? Okay, I think I said 1818, willpower. I said Dwayne, investigators. That's the second time. Dwayne Martin. Let's look his gay ass up. And he is a homosexual. Dwayne Martin, or bisexual, one or the other. That's why Tisha left his nasty ass. And literal nasty ass. Okay? That's why Tisha Campbell, pay attention, investigators. Tisha Campbell, that's why she left his ass. Okay? He's part of that whole P. Diddy, Will Smith shit. He is. And I mean shit. He's part of just shit. That's what comes out of your ass. Is shit. He's part of that. Okay? 8/11/65. He's 60. Him and Tisha were married 1996 to 2000. I don't even think he does much on TV anymore. I don't know. Again, I don't watch TV. Dwayne Martin. We're going to look up Dwayne Wade's gay ass too. Because yes, he goes both ways. You don't believe me? Again, you don't have to take what I say. Click off the channel. Unsubscribe. Dwayne Martin. Okay? New York City birth. New York University. Okay? Ashley Marie Jones is supposedly who he's with today. And he has 2 children. Those are probably with, I don't know if those are with, oh yeah. Okay, so those are with Tisha. Okay, so they have two sons together. Okay? White Man Can't Jump Above the Rim, Scream 2, Mutiny, Any Given Sunday, Deliver Us from Eva. Okay, some of the things that he started. Movies-wise. Okay? The Rock. Okay? Living Single, Fresh Prince, those, all of the, he's been on guest stars on all of those, or guest star on all of those. I bet Will Smith and Jada done had that ass too. Hun Dwayne. I bet Will Smith and Jada done had that ass. P. Diddy get up in there? Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade. Is him and Gabrielle still married? I don't know. Again, Gabrielle Union. Okay? Dwayne, here's a name that comes out, collective. Investigators, here's a name. I meant investigators. FBI, DEA, Dwayne Tyrone. Tyrone comes out often. Wade Jr. Cool. Someone could be a junior, second. Okay? He went to, I think, Loyola University. Where did he go? Just Marquette. I'm sorry. All right, Chicago, Illinois, January 17th, 1982. So he's 43 years old. 6'4". Drafted by Miami, 2003. Then that year might be significant. You could be investigating a murder case from that year, a cold case. Okay, Miami, Chicago, Cleveland were the 3 teams that he played for. Okay. Let me take a look at, I have to scroll down here to find personal information. It's not, there's a lot of course, it's basketball information. Is Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union still married? Yes, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are still married and recently celebrated their 11th anniversary on 8/30/2025. Okay? So, Dwayne and all those other names associated with what I just shared, investigators. Check your notes. Okay? The Hermit, this is one of the reasons why I ascend as I ascend, as fast, as fluid. This is why. Because I keep to myself. Okay? It's been 3 years, straight hermit mode. Nothing but ascension after ascension after ascension, meeting with the Galactic Council, having ceremonies with the Council of Light, ascending, ascending, ascending. 3 years. Solitude is necessary if you want to be enlightened, just like celibacy is. Men and women, it is necessary at times because your sacral energy is part of your journey. So, water magic, okay? Someone could have been doing water magic, okay? And there's something about someone's sun sign. That sun sign might come out in this reading, that zodiac, okay? So, something about water magic could have been putting something in your water. You might find that out. Residue tests, okay? All right? Sip the container. I don't know specifically what it's called because I'm not a forensic scientist, but you can take, I don't have any Q-tips. Men, take care of yourself. Women tend to do okay with that part. Most. There are some scragglers out there. Raunchiness. But you could take this right now and put this in some whatever little chamber thing, okay? And apply glue to it, and it will show you my fingerprints on this and anyone else who's touched it, okay? Again, I'm not that type of scientist, but I know. Okay? Clues in a cell phone, investigators. Get warrants to confiscate those. Clues in the cell phone. Clues in the smuggled phone that got into the cell. I say prison cell, jail cell. Okay? Inmates. Using track phones. There's evidence on those phones. They may have flushed them down the toilet. The phone. If you move slow, you will never know. If you move slow, you will never know. New collaborations for some. We have Cleveland. 7 of Pentacles. Reveals Kerner and Cleveland. Okay? Could be Kearney. Kearney, Cleveland. Okay? Or something about CK. Someone could wear CK1. CK, yeah, I think that's cologne, perfume. CK1, okay? They make clothes too, I think. CK1, whatever. Okay? Kearney could be in Cleveland. Vivian. Marie, Mary, someone's name could be Vivian Marie, Vivian Mary, whatever. Okay, Kerner. Okay, it could be Vivian Kerner. Marie Kerner, Mary Kerner. Ty Kerner. Who is Ty Kerner? Ty Kerner. That said, Turner. Ty Kerner. So there's an athlete, Ty Kerner, Canadian basketball player. Okay. Because this stands for the truth in the upright. Okay? This stands for the truth in the upright. Okay? This King of Swords energy collective, you could be in the King of Swords energy. Investigators, you could be in the King of Swords energy and tired of the bullshit. That's what this represents. Someone who's tired of the bullshit. Okay? Someone who's ready to deliver justice. Someone who's ready to speak the truth and unafraid and unapologetic. What you gonna do when your name is called and you step up to the plate, strike out? What you gonna do? Again, I'm helping you protect yourself, collective. Okay? Helping you protect yourself. Don't tell them where you're going. Just walk away. Just disappear. Tina, Christina, Christine, okay, Chris. Getting something about Tanya. Tanya Murdoch. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. You probably hear it running in the background. I had to take a bathroom break. I had to go. Okay. So we are back. Okay. Tanya Murdoch. Okay, there's a Tanya Murdoch. Or at least one, I guess. Okay, so let's click on this. Again, this is on IMDb, so it's not going to be a lot of information. Tanya Murdoch is known for putting the I in trans. Interesting sounding movie or whatever that is. What is that? Putting the I in trans. So there's something about a transvestite. Okay. Toronto Star newspaper ran an article titled "Gay Activism Makes a Comeback." Again, I have nothing against anyone who wants to choose that lifestyle. But if you want to fulfill your highest, purest, truest purpose and become the highest, purest, truest vibration that you can be, you can't do it humping on what you got and sucking on what you got. You cannot do it that way. Okay? Because a divine union requires opposites. Okay? It requires the sun and the moon to come together. Okay? The physical body is designed the way it's designed for a reason. There's a reason you can't put your dick into somebody else's dick. There's a reason for that, man. There's a reason why you can't literally, without a strap on or some type of device, there's a reason, women, why you can only rub your clits together and you cannot insert yourself into another vagina. There is a reason for that. Again, nothing against the individuals who choose that lifestyle. But I am here to bring the truth and to awaken. It would be dumb of me and karmic of me, and I would fall into the same trap and demonic cycle that others have fallen into, who eventually give way to all of that and stop speaking the truth about how karmic and demonic and dark it is. Like Obama, first election, he wasn't for homosexual marriages, but he wanted to get reelected, and he changed his perspective so that he can get the LBGTQYOMP votes. If you know that you are destined for whatever it is that divine wants to do, you don't need to change your perspective to appease the people. Divine will sit you in that place, i.e. Joseph, in your religious book that we are currently about to step into in the ancient book of Jubilees. We're about to tell his story from a very different perspective than that little short story that's in your Bible. Okay? Yeah. So, he changed his perspective so that he can get the votes of the alphabet, of the rainbow alphabet. Okay? There's something about communication coming in with the Eight of Wands and intervention. Take a look at these letters come out here. Okay? All right? And we have this. So there we go. Communication. Someone coming in to relocate you, collective. Okay? Investigators, you could be on your way to someone to deliver this news to them. Okay? Flying, driving. Okay? Andre, Dre, Andrea, and Andrew. Investigators, look at your notes. Okay, someone's name could be Andre and they go by Dre. They could be incognito. Okay, so they could be traveling under the moonlight, or, you know what I mean, traveling in a stolen vehicle, change their appearance in some way. They had dreads, now they go bald. They had a beard, now they have nothing. They didn't have anything, now they grow a beard. However it goes, pay attention to your cases. Okay, again, the name David, Balance, Omar, Amari, Oscar, Olivia. Investigators, Amari Cooper, wide receiver, Olivia Newton-John, Oscar De La Hoya. Let's look up Oscar's information. Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya. Okay. Oscar De La Hoya, right? We know, boxer, Hall of Fame boxer, right? Probably the greatest, maybe the greatest Mexican boxer ever, professional boxer ever. Okay, 52 today, February 4th. Okay, so 2-4, 4-2, Mamba. Okay, Gianna, 73. It looks like he has as many children as Nick Cannon. Got a dozen eggs. Okay, born. Okay, so that's his full name, Oscar De La Hoya. I was just making sure there was no other name that legally. East Los Angeles birth. He's known as the golden boy. You could be the golden child of your family, collective. Investigators. Okay? Are your other siblings, have your other siblings become a statistic of society? 8 kids. I got one of those, or what, I grew up with one of those. She's not my sister, but yeah, today she's not, right? Her name is Tiffany. Okay? Her initials are TAC. Okay? She has 8 kids, drugs. All she do is live off welfare and yeah, whatever. That's what she does. Okay? And again, I'd have 4 jobs today if that was my purpose. I was told in 2014 by a prophet in a grocery store who met me and Judy there, your only purpose. He talked to us for 30 minutes. He said, one of the things he said was your only purpose. I was still on dialysis. Only had been on dialysis for a year and a couple of months. He said, your only purpose here is, he said, full-time ministry. He said, that is your only purpose. And he said, you are evangelical. Again, physical being represented by the angel standing in front of me and Judy at an Aldi in Florida. True story. I have the notes in my journal right there to prove it. This is one of my journals. This one is complete, okay? Oh, maybe it's in another one. It's in a different one, okay? Mm-hmm. It's in this one. Today, at the grocery store, this happened on 4/18/14. Okay? Evangelistic anointing. He said, your wife, your bride will come at the end. He said, everyone that you have dated or will date up until that point is a forfeit. Hot damn, was that motherfucker correct? Hot damn. I got married after he said that and engaged to married to one, and then after the marriage, engaged to someone else. All of them motherfuckers were false. Counterfeit ass motherfucking divine masculines. Because I'm a female, I'm a male, but I'm a divine feminine energy. Again. Okay. He said there will be twins. So, investigators, you could be dealing with someone who does have twins. I'm reminded of the CIA, well, that's what she told me. The one I was engaged to, okay, she told me and introduced me to two people whose name, one is Jennifer and one is Chris. They were supposed to be a couple. Both of them were supposedly working for the CIA. This is in Pompano, Florida, South Florida, just north of Miami. Okay, I went down there once and, we sat, talked, drank, whatever. Had a good time, whatever. Okay, these were supposed close friends of hers. She told me that they were both CIA agents. Chris, Jennifer, they got twin boys. Could be something about twin boys. Okay? He told me to open up multiple accounts because the money coming into me, he said, I'm going to need multiple accounts. Okay? That's what he told me. They told me that. He told me that I would be given a vehicle. Listen to this. He said, wherever you spend your time is what gets your attention. Wherever you spend your time is what gets your attention. So, talking about the hermit, if you spend your time running, jumping, playing, drinking, smoking, clubbing, partying, and you never take time in solitude for yourself, that's the fruit you will bear. He told me something about a trip to Ohio, and that did happen soon. When he said that, months later, I was traveling, August or so, I was traveling to to Ohio, something about Illinois. I was traveling to Ohio to be a witness for the prosecution. That was when Kevin got sentenced to 40 to 60 years, 2014. That prophet told me 4 months before I got on a plane. I didn't even know that was happening. And again, he says, my place is full-time ministry, no other occupation. So again, I was 18 with 2 fucking jobs, a motorcycle and a car. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. Okay? So I got no problem getting out there and doing the work. Okay? But my occupation, my journey, is not to be out there as an employee working for somebody. That's not the journey. Not for this one. Okay? And you could or could not agree with that or whatever else. Again, divine continues to provide for me. So you can judge me or however you want to. And I would encourage you to pay attention to the fruit on this tree. Do you think I could heal myself at 8? Do you think I would have received the transplant kidney on 7/7 of 17? Do you think Divine would have told me to give all the things that I owned away and protected me, both in Arizona when the gang stalkers were there at the property and around the property that I was living at and renting from Aaron and Gail, investigators? Reciprocal, again, I share my life with you, collective and investigators, so that you can see there is a better way. There is a better way to function here in the 3D. Somebody's a dumb bitch. The judge. Tower. I said this came in reverse, and then it's on in-laws. And I said we're going to pull lifestyle cards, and we haven't. Divine, can you give us 5 lifestyle cards for what's been pulled thus far? 5 lifestyle cards. 5 lifestyle cards. Thank you so much. Esoteric guides, beings, Archangel Michael, Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you so much. 3. That comes out all the that comes out all the time. That stinky bag sack of shit, that card comes out more often or as often as the Chinese food card does. So there are definitely lying sacks of shit. It could be lying sacks of shit that watch this YouTube video. All right. Comfort pet. You could be getting a comfort pet or need a comfort pet, or that would be beneficial for you, collective. Okay. A cult. A delivery. Okay, so we have delivery, Amazon, delivery, something delivered, and money. Okay. That's a bigger coin, not big coin. Okay. So, and again, in-laws with the tower. So your in-laws could be responsible for the demonic energy that's coming towards you, collective. They could have known who you were, and they sent that individual in simply to garnish you. What do I mean garnish? Garnish your energy, garnish your wages, garnish your paycheck. Okay, so you start giving him or her all of your money, whatever it is. That is a way of garnishing. Army, military. I am at peace with the outcome of my situation. Yes, I am. Okay, again, I'm no longer angry at him, her, whoever. I was outside today. Pay attention to the license plate numbers. Also, investigators, pay attention to the license plate numbers and the angel numbers. Pay attention. Okay? See a license plate and it has 333 or what? Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay? And when you see that license plate that rings an angel number in you, look at the time on the clock at that same time. Do that. Okay? Again, it's only going to help. Leo energy. Babysitter is a molester again. Okay? You know why I speak so strongly against religion? Do you want to know why? It was 11407 up there. This is why I speak so strongly against religion. And again, I was there until I wasn't. Okay? And even when I was in religion, even as a kid, I'd see them running around the church and all that. Right? I'm running around, shouting, running around. I'm like, I know there's something. And I remember thinking this as a kid. I know there's something, but this isn't it. $14.41, unique skills, okay? Develop them or enhance them. Life goals, mission, a sense of self, okay? Honesty, and important projects. Okay, you could be working on a project currently for school, okay? For some other mission, okay? I just got mission. Someone stumbling and bumbling over their words, investigators. They could be, have a stuttering, they could be a stutterer. Chakra clearing, do your chakra clearing work. All of you, do your chakra clearing work. Lifestyle card for the cards we've most recently pulled, Divine. Lifestyle card for the cards we've most recently pulled. Lifestyle card, looking at the Three of Pentacles. For teamwork, speaking of projects. Someone is sick, at home, undiagnosed. They won't go to the doctor. Okay? One of the things that I'm not going to do moving forward is I will not be going to the hospital. Unless it's to visit someone. But I will not be going to the hospital for ailments within this physical body. I will not be. The last time I went to a hospital for an ailment was the last time I go to a hospital for an ailment. Again, kidney transplant recipient. I take no anti-rejection medications today. None. And I haven't taken any since January of 2024 probably. I don't take that. You think my kidney's failing? I got 3 of them motherfuckers because they didn't take the other 2 out. That's typical today, at least in the U.S. with transplants. Okay, they don't take the old ones out or the native kidneys out. They leave them in. So I have a kidney right here. Okay, see the scar? Okay, see that scar? That's the kidney right there. That's the incision point right there. Okay? Nausea. Okay? And then we have, what is this? Looks like text messages. How are you? You there? Yep, text messages. Okay, so someone could be trying to text you again or send you DMs, whatever. Okay? Again, I don't have a phone number. Not an active one, so they can't send me a text message. They will have to email me. That email is in the comments, in the description of this video. Or they will have to reach out to me on social media or show up at the door of wherever I am. Okay, collective? Just leave. Just leave. I know I'm talking to somebody today and they're going to ignore what I'm saying. And they're going to be the next motherfucker in the news. I know it. I said Christine. Christina Aguilera. I said Christine. It's 318. That's 666. Christina Aguilera. Does she roll both ways too? I don't know. Again, you can do whatever you want to. And her middle name is Maria. I said Maria. Christina Maria Aguilera. Maria has come out. Tina has come out. Okay? 12/18. Okay? It's her birthday. That is significant for me for a different reason. 12/18. Okay? New York City again. 44. Her organization is Christina Aguilera Fragrances. Spouse, Jordan Bratman. Married 2005. Divorced 2011. So 6 years. Partner, current 2010 to now, Matthew Rutler. 2 children. Christina Aguilera. Christina Marie Aguilera. Her close friends might call her Tina. Okay. Tina Marie. No. Someone's a prostitute, male or female. I was showing a card down there. Male or female, someone's a prostitute. Okay. Whoever that is. Investigators, you could be watching. It's all right on the... So we have prostitute here and nasty sacral here. Divine lifestyle card. Prostitute, nasty sacral. Prostitute, nasty sacral. Babysitter is a molester. Someone who has a stuttering problem, or Christina Marie Aguilera. Divine lifestyle card. Used hybrid. Okay? So a prostitute is what? Used, abused, and a nasty sacral. That's a prostitute. Used, abused, left on the side of the road to look just like this. Somebody could drive a Toyota Prius or some other hybrid. There are a lot of them today. Toyota Highlander, hybrid. There are a lot of hybrids today. Toyota Prius kind of got that hybrid industry often jumping. Okay, it was the first true hybrid, I think. Yeah. And in fact, I sold cars for about a year and a half after I got out of the military during my sabbatical from Most High, because I was angry, because didn't like being out of the military. I wanted to go back in, and I don't know, civilian life sucked. Okay, in my opinion. All right, return to sender, collective. Do them. Okay? Less is more could be anything, investigators. Less is more could be anything. Okay? You could be physically working hard and running yourself into the ground, drained every day, and divine is trying to tell you less is more. So when you spend time in quiet meditating on your cases, and it's on the Hermit card, I'm just seeing it. It's right there. I'm just seeing it. So investigators, if you feel like you're running yourself into the ground and you're not getting anywhere, you're just spinning your wheels like a hamster or a guinea pig, those might be significant. Someone could have those, or breed those, or had those, or kill those, sacrifice those, whatever. You're running yourself into the ground. Divine is saying less time, or less is more at this time. So meditate on your cases before you decide to run around chasing after ghosts. And divine, that's a take it. Take it. Before you start running around after ghosts, meditate on your cases first. The one you're going to work on today, meditate on it before you open up the pamphlet, the folder. Meditate on it before you go back and look at the evidence. Meditate on it. Sit in silence, complete quiet or frequency, water running in the background, earbuds, whatever you want to do. Sit in quiet first with that case and meditate on it. And become the Hierophant investigator. Become the Hierophant investigator. Do you see how their crown is lit up? Become the Hierophant investigator. That's what the motherfuckers in Tarrant County, Texas need to do in Fort Worth. Stupid asses. You might want to listen to subliminal messages while you're meditating on your case, collective. Okay? I am sharp. I am wise. I see the truth. The truth is made known to me. I am sharp. I am wise. Lies do not get past me. Meditate on subliminal messages. Reach out to me if you want an individual class on how to wake up. Holier than thou, look, okay? So, again, we had religion is death. This is only religious people think they are holier than thou. Only religious people. The minister, only they do. Steve thought he was holier than me. By the way, when I mention license plates, that reminds me. But he's not. But he's not. I'll tell him to his face. Stephen Lee Parker at the Rock of Central Florida. You are lesser than I. Lesser than I am. You are lesser than I. You are not wiser than I. You are not more intuitive than I. You are not of higher vibration than I. You are not. holier than thou. Okay? Religious folks. Credit cards, credit card theft. Investigators, you could have credit card receipts on these individuals running around, where they stopped to get gas, what they paid for, the travel that they took, or whose name these credit cards and social security numbers these cards are actually associated with. I'm not cocky, collective. I'm confident. I'm an extremely humble person. But when you light the wick, watch out for the boom. When you light the wick, watch out for the boom. And the spirit of Melissa Grimes. The spirit of Marissa Grimes lit the wick today. Credit card fraud. In your name or someone else's name, collective. And I said gas station receipts and all of that. Look, travel receipts. So someone is traveling, running from the law, perp on the run. Okay? Credit cards. Again, it could be in their name. Okay? But there's some type of fraud that was done here. Else this credit card wouldn't come out here with the higher than thou. So someone at your church, someone who you considered to be a saint or nice or truthful or honest, they are not. They are not. Divine. Oh, here's a Eight of Wands message. I am less resistant to love, and I feel pushed to take action and follow my heart without hesitation. Okay, again, that song by Stacy Lattimore, Let Me Be Your Angel. Also, the song by Mississippi Mass Choir. Lyrics, God Has a Chosen People, Mississippi Mass Choir. I don't typically listen to religious songs, but this one I've been listening to since 2002. God has a chosen people, those that make Christ their choice. Their choice. Their choice. It's your choice. In olden days, a nation was chosen, but when they didn't live up to their part, children of Israel, God sent his only begotten Son. By choosing him, would set his people apart. So originally, there were a select group of people chosen. But then, Issa came, Yeshua, the ascended master, showed up and was here for 33 years, healing people from birth, talking when they popped out of the coochie. Yes, read the infancy of Yeshua, or it's called the infancy of Jesus. Okay, Joseph, who was there for his birth, wrote that text. Go read it. The infancy of Jesus. Go read it. And you will be amazed at what the Bible has purposefully not told you. You will be amazed. They were healing for 33 years, not 3. That's why the miracles that they did for 33 years on this earth the earth could not contain them. Because from day one, that's why. Not because they had a ministry for 3 years, as the religious books tells you. I hope I'm awakening some people today. In olden days, a nation was chosen, but when they didn't live up to their part, God sent his only begotten Son. By choosing him, would set his people apart. A choice that's given to every nation. Again, nations are the people, not the land. Whenever scriptures talks about land or nation, it's talking about the people. If it wants to mention land, it specifically says Nazareth, Bethlehem, Egypt. It mentions the land. The nations are the people. Before the end would start, for my God has a chosen people, and it's those who make Christ their choice. And then it goes on, We are a royal priesthood. I just got chills all over. We are a royal priesthood. Not the hood ghetto. We are people who are set apart, that we might show forth his praises by calling us out of the dark. We lift our voices, for God has a chosen people, and it's those who make him their choice. Okay? Mississippi Mass Choir, God has a chosen people. Go take a listen to it. It might minister to you. Earth Angel, I'm getting teary-eyed and emotional. It's getting to me now. It's getting to me now. Because of the passion. Because of the passion. Here comes a surprise. Okay, my favorite word for a surprise, or when karma comes on someone, their sonic boom happens, the atomic bomb is dropped on them like Hiroshima. When that happens, my favorite word is booyah-shaka. Money, okay, this could be a surprise to somebody or a surprise to you. When you wake up in the morning, what? How did I get 20 grand? What? How did I get 80 grand? What? How did I get 500,000? What? How did I get a check? Because you're faithful. And this is part of your promise through your Akashic records. You stay the course. Investigators, collective, whoever you are, karmic, get on your job, on your divine journey, and you'll get blessed. I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire or a billionaire. I'm just saying divine will provide for you. Again, provides for me every month. Okay? And the only thing I have coming in is my VA disability from my kidney transplant and procedures and treatments. That's the only thing I have coming in. And yet, I never go without. Devil, those angel numbers again. This is the Nimbus that murdered Marissa Grimes. This is the Nimbus that killed all those brown innocent beings in Atlanta or around Atlanta. Wayne Williams, Bertram Williams. That's the demon. There's something very interesting about that case too. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something very suspicious about that case. Clyde Morris, Clyde Dale, Clyde Drexler. We looked up his information before. Collide. Could be something about a collision, car accident. That could be the way your karmics are taken out, collective. Don't feel bad. Say hallelujah. Because if they would have came to you and they would have murdered you, raped your daughter, or molested or killed them, then what? But your enemies took care of them. That's why they had the car accident when they were on their way to your house. First, I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to read you the message. They could go inside with each other or not. I tried to poison you by putting toxins in your food or drink. Your karmic lover. Look at the message. Okay? And I have a lot of the new messages I have in quotes like this. So, being an empath, getting these messages from karmic individuals all over the world, I write them on these cards. I tried to poison you with toxins by putting something in your food or drink. Your karmic lover. That's what it says there. Just leave. Just leave. Don't say anything. Just leave. What about my job? You will get another job. You will get another job. Just leave. You will be surprised at what divine provides for you. I'm reminded of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Do you remember Indiana Jones, those of you who have seen that movie? Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, he was going through a cave, and at one point, he was running from whatever was the people in darkness that was coming after him, demons trying to, whatever, stop him on his mission, okay? And he was running, and he came to the edge of this cave, and all of a sudden, there was nothing. It was like it was a drop-off. There was nothing there that could be seen. But then they panned back, and then you could see something. And he closed his eyes, and he just took a step, and there was the platform for him to walk across. Okay? I share what I share for a reason. Knight of Swords. This is a demonic energy. This is death. Okay? This is someone who means you no good. This is someone who means you no good. Okay? Investigators, police officers, sheriff department, deputies, you could be finding bodies somewhere on an I-55 somewhere. Or I-55, someone could be 55, and you're in case, and their first name starts with an I, middle name starts with an I, or last name starts with an I. But this right here, a person is not for your good. Let's get a lifestyle card for I-55 and the demon energy of the King of Swords, or Knight of Swords, excuse me. Some more messages, or social media wise anyway, or browsing history. Oh, so I read this the other day, pictures of clowns, how to kill a nosy brother. Okay, so someone, let me tell you what Divine is showing me about this card. So here, okay, when it says how to kill a nosy brother, someone could see you, you could be a female, someone could see you and your intuition and how it's kicked into gear and how you are seeing through the fog, and they're looking at how to kill you, how to poison you. Collective, investigator, you on my case, I'm going to send witchcraft towards you. So they're researching how to get rid of the earth angel, the light worker, the starseed. That's also what that could mean. Okay, not just a nosy brother. It could be one who's telling the truth from the throat chakra. Okay? 1919 angel number. Someone you are or were dealing with, investigators, has satanic charm. Could be the investigator could be fucking them. It happens. It happens. And I just got a heart that happens. And that is no kind of heart murmur or anything else. I assure you. I assure you. Okay? Satanic charm. Okay? They tried to come in and convince you that they were one thing when in actuality they were another. Try to convince you they have a high vibrational, but they were a demon, them and their family, full of witchcraft. Cycles is for 1919. Karma will be paying you a visit. Dharma is paying me a visit. Karma already paid me a visit, and I healed it, whatever the karma was. Release the need to control, because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. 1919 also breaks down to 1010. 1010. It is 340 on 924. My name is Nehru. This is the Real Psychic Investigations. I do not hold back. I am not politically correct, and I will never claim to be, because we see the results of what those types of stances do. So what does being politically correct do? It hides shit. The priests are politically correct about the molesters in their churches. Pastors, ministers, government officials. They're secret senators. They're politically correct about those. Okay? What television show will let you stand up there and say, fuck you, you telling a lie? Almost none. because they don't want to hear truth like that. Like the truth that I laid out for Tarrant County, Texas, Fort Worth. Where would I be able to freely speak that? Other than on something like this or some type of podcast, or where else would I be able to? Not in America. Where's the media platform that will allow me? Nancy Grace? Can I speak this on your TV show? Joe Rogan? Can I speak this on your... Joe's I can, because it's a podcast. Okay? What's the... Chameleonaire, whoever that is, I don't even know him. I don't keep up with him. Okay? Where are you allowed to speak the truth and not hold back? There are very few places at this time. Very few places at this time. Publicly. But that's what I'm here to do. And that's why I don't hold back. So investigators, FBI, DEA, CIA, private investigators, judges, attorneys, DA offices, public defenders. What are we going to do about situations like Marissa Grimes? What are we going to do? I'm going to watch that over time, and Divine will bring their name back to me. Over time, I'm going to watch and see how long he stays alive. I'm going to watch and see. And then I'm going to come back on this platform or another, and I'm going to propose another question. Why was he allowed to? No one got to interview Marissa Grimes. She doesn't get to appeal her life. Not this lifetime. She has to come back as someone else. Legally, on earthly, she will be another name. She doesn't get to appeal and come back and still be with her kids. Why do we give a convicted killer who we know is responsible? Why do they get more opportunity than the victim? Okay? Justice League mentioned the other day, and it is true, and I already knew it, but we have one more card. Justice League the other day mentioned that it is the karmic system. It is the way that the system is set up. Okay? But when does it change? When do you stop voting motherfuckers into office? Don't vote for that judge that released Valerine Will Osteen back. Don't vote them back into office. Fort Worth residents, don't vote them back into office. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. That was on the Four of Pentacles, by the way. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, to our new subscribers, thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your love. Victory. Thank you so much for your love. Let me read specifically let me read specifically right now what the Seven of Wands means. Let me just, okay? Seven of Wands, Tarot. I said victory. Defending your current position, ideas, or successes against challenges or opposition. A victory. Okay? Just wanted to read it for you so it could be a little clear, because I use the same word all the time. I say victory, so, okay? Defending your current position. One more tarot card. So stay the course, collective. Stay the course. Investigators, meditate on your cases. You get the victory because somebody's going down. You get the victory because somebody's going down. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial, esoteric guide, beacon, born on the 333rd day of the year, and Master Builder 33. 11 is 11, 29 is 11, 74 is 11. 11 plus 11 plus 11. I didn't make it up. I am it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and be encouraged.